All right, guys, what's up? We're back. So I know it's been a while. It's been like 3 months since my last post, almost four. It was like the beginning of November. End of November was my wedding. I didn't stop working on the car, doing stuff on the car. I kind of just slowed down and was like crunching for that time period. It also hit Christmas and my wife's birthday. During that time, I kind of just focused on the holidays, her day, and now we're back into the new year, 2023. This is the first video of 2023, so I just wanted to recap what has been done, what fun we kind of had, and what are our plans for the future. Obviously, the ultimate goal is to get this car on the track and to just have a good season with the VG, feel out the stock power of this car, and then maybe later on we'll do the LS swap. Speaking of LS swaps, we have to discuss what's going on with the Fox body over with Latrell or Aguza Fox. There's been a slight change of plans with that whole build, but we'll address it after we talk about this car. So what we did recently is we got some BBS wheels. I believe these are 18s by 7.5s, so it's still like the stock width of the car wheel. 7.5 is what you really run on the stock wheels, and then 18s are just 2 inches bigger, so it hasn't really had a trouble with grip. I started off with 255s in the rear, and then now they're on 245s or 240s or something like that. Car hasn't battled with grip ever since the rack spacer. We got 15 degrees of angle, so now luckily we have somewhat kind of an angle to the car. This car is still shit with angle, but hey, it is what it is. New windshield was just installed yesterday. That's why we got the green tape over the moldings. I knew they were gonna probably break some clips to that, so we ended up just having them glue down the moldings. Like I said, this whole plan is for it to get on a track, so for it to get scratched up or for it to get, the paint messed up, that's kind of just expected at this point. So we got the wheels, the spacers, new windshield, pretty much ready, except we sprung an oil leak through the rear main seal. So now we ordered the 6-puck clutch, new slave, basically everything we need for a clutch. Then we're going to do valve covers and deletes, so that means EGR, any AIV lines that are still in the car, which I doubt. I've never found an AIV line, but we do have like some weird boxes. This car's from Texas, so it has like that weird aspect to it, but EGR's got to go. The air control valve or whatever that is, like make your idle hella high, that needs to go. Just a few overall performance and like response stuff, so we'll get all those handled probably within the next few weeks. Everything's ordered, it should be on the way soon. Carlos and Nico both want to do bushings on their car, so we're going to be doing Nico's diff bushings, which are the one for his rear diff bolt, and then the 2 for both sides of his diff, like the front where it hooks up to the drivetrain or drive shaft, whatever you want to call it. That should be an easy process, but on Los's side, he wants to do all rear subframe diff bushing, so he's gonna have to drop the subframe. We'll bring them both down, and hopefully it won't be as big of a problem as we think it will, but bushings tend to be fun to pull out, so we got our work cut out for us. That being said, the car hasn't been that active. I've swung it, of course. I can't refrain from doing that, but because of like video and posting and all that other stuff. I've kind of been distracted with other day-to-day life things, I guess you should say. There you go. So I'm trying to think of anything that we missed. Cole's car is pretty much all done at this point. It had an O-ring leak for his injectors. He did new injectors after he did the valve covers deletes and new clutch. So now it's my turn. I don't know if I'm going with new injectors because I have the new style injectors, but these are like 200,000 miles in. So might replace the injectors. I don't want to, but I might just do it because everything's going to be open. We'll see. I know there's a lot more other stuff that the car probably needs. I got spark plugs coming in, spark plug seal tubes, everything for the valve covers. So everything engine wise for now should be fine. I just want to get a season out of this car, hopefully get the house, buy a LS motor and start working on it to put into this car because it is going to be a project. Going back to LS motors, we're thinking about just selling the Fox at this point. We got it up on Facebook Market, just the shell. He's already sold the 5.3. I think CDO9 is still there. We still have the T5, or it's the CDO1. Sorry, it's not CDO9. But regardless, yeah, CDO1, the T5 still. He's just thinking about picking up a 350Z or something that he can drift, that's drift ready. He's got trade offers like LS400s, but they're like 300K on the chassis, and that just means everything needs to be replaced. So at this point, we're just trying to get everybody on the track. Joel's car has been encountering a problem with gnats. It didn't recognize his key from something his dad did. Long story short, the week after the last video, he pretty much has been down. So he's been down for 3 months. But yesterday, he actually got his car running. He found a tuned ECU from the G35 that their dad had, plugged it into his car, and his car's running now. It's misfiring, it's running a little weird, it doesn't recognize the O2 sensors, but it's running. It cranks, it starts, it drives around the corner at least. May sound like a tractor, but seems like everybody at this point is getting close to being track ready. Obviously we're still gonna have to get a helmet, everything, but once the leaks are all gone on this car, it's gonna be ready. There's nothing else. I mean, it needs alignment, little knick-knack stuff, you know, but other than that, we're ready to rock. So let me find a few clips to insert here of what's been going on since you guys missed me, hopefully, but enjoy.